Oh, hey, Tim.
Hey, Jimmy.
You alone?
Yeah, why? What's wrong?
Nothing. Aside from the fact that you're alone. There's so many fresh faces in the building, I was kind of hoping that one of them might want to stop by.
Or you could talk to my face, since it's already here.
And it is a lovely face, Tim, but it can't invite me to Hawaii or Los Angeles. I've never been to either NCIS office.
Yeah, me neither. At least not since OSP moved into that old Mexican restaurant.
I thought it was a Spanish mission.
Oh. What's with the towel?
Oh, right. This is a courtesy to those of you who knew Dale Harding. When fired into a skull, a small caliber bullet has a tendency to ricochet around, shattering the facial bones. It's not a good look.
You confirmed it was a suicide?
Agent Callan was right. This man took his own life.
Question is why?
That's not the only question. I mean, aside from the obvious gunshot to the head, take a look at the rest of his body.
Some old bullet wounds.
Yeah, and burns and cuts. Based on the tissue buildup, I'd say that these are all decades old.
Before he taught at FLETC, he always talked about his time in the Marines.
As a gunnery sergeant, yes.
Yeah, maybe he saw action.
That's what I thought at first as well. But according to his service records and his medical records, Dale Harding was never wounded.
So where'd the scars come from?
Whatever happened in this man's past, he kept it secret.
I don't know about these cupcakes, Casey. Doesn't feel right.
Someone has to eat them, otherwise they go to waste.
Maybe if we just take the toppers off?
No, that wouldn't feel right. Like we were giving up on the professor. No, he was a nobleman and would not have done something so drastic unless someone made him do it.
You have proof of that, right?
No. Whoever entered the apartment and used the professor's computer knew how to cover their tracks.
Well, I know what they were doing.
Wait a minute. This computer wasn't just used after he shot himself. It was also used before.
How long before?
Less than a minute. It looks like the professor typed something in a text program.
Maybe it was a suicide note.
If it was a short one. The professor's last words were extra homework?
That is every student's worst nightmare.
It must mean something, right?
He had to have known we were going to find it.
I think there's something on here the professor didn't want us to find. These are government files.
How can you tell?
Each agency has their own unique file naming system. See how these all have the same DOD suffix?
Department of Defense. But what's the big deal? I mean, the professor was a government employee.
They all also have the same prefix, TSSCI. Top secret, sensitive, compartmented information.
A civilian FLETC instructor shouldn't have these files on his personal computer.
He shouldn't have them at all.
So how'd he get them?
I have no idea because the last thing the professor did before he killed himself was delete these files to hide the evidence.
Well, not exactly the actions of a noble man.
Yes, we are looking into it, I assure you. Yes, I will. Thank you. Oh, that was the head of cybersecurity at DOD. Not only did Dale Harding not have clearance for those files, the Pentagon didn't even know that the intel was missing from their servers.
So it was stolen. What was in the files?
DOD claims that's need to know.
I agree. We need to know.
Well, right now, they seem more concerned with why a humble FLETC instructor hacked their system.
Good question.
Yeah, for them and for us.
We don't know what the professor was planning to do with that intel.
Well, clearly nothing good. He committed treason.
And shot himself. So maybe he had a change of heart.
Look, I don't want to believe that the man was a criminal any more than you, but the evidence is the evidence.
So we follow the evidence till we find the truth.
Something I expect to happen sooner than later, considering how many resources NCIS currently has dedicated to this case. Multiple senior field agents from multiple field offices.
All being put to good use.
I would certainly hope so.
If the professor stole valuable intel, I doubt he did it just for kicks.
Or maybe he had a buyer.
I don't know. I've got agents looking into every corner of Dale Harding's life, starting with where he was currently stationed. FLETC's Maryland campus.
You sent NCIS's best and brightest back to school?
Never too late to learn new things.